Yeah, it's not. That's not here.
Well.
Yeah, hey, babe.
Okay, hello everybody, I'm Will.
And I'm Kristen.
And this is So I'm Watching RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars Season 6, Episode 9? 10.
Rudemption Lip-Sync Smackdown.
So, all season, we've been hearing about this goddamn game within a game.
Yeah.
And we were up to here. We had it officially.
Yeah.
And we finally get to it, and it was kind of awesome.
It was pretty good. It was pretty good.
I was living. I thought this was so good.
No, it was super fun. What ended up happening, and so we got to basically see, one person a bunch of different times was super good. It was very fun.
I straight loved this. I thought it was so great seeing everybody come back. Everybody kind of got, a curtain call.
Yeah.
Everybody looked amazing. I was like, did they tell them to have one immaculate look that they had to save?
Okay.
I'm so curious.
Everybody did look amazing. I think for me, outside of every single one of Silky's hilarious different things, I think the best ones were Scarlet and Pandora. Where was Pandora hiding that the entire season? Are you fucking kidding me?
It was the best she's ever looked.
Amazing.
That robe and it was
tap shorts and
it was a bejeweled corset, and the robe wasn't that was Jiggly that had the robe tucked into the corset, but it had a belt or something. It
amazing.
The wig, she looked the makeup.
Yeah,
she looked so good,
like Veronica Lake after dark.
Oh God, everybody looked so good. I just wrote a couple notes at the beginning. Number one, I've always just appreciated how weird RuPaul is.
Oh yeah,
I feel like that never really gets discussed.
She's got a bonkers sense of humor.
So the game within a game was kind of what we thought, although not entirely. Basically, as they were leaving, as each person left, up to and including that week's judging panel, they would lip sync against the previous victor.
Yeah,
and that takes care of my issue going into this, is because I was like, so what? Someone's going to lip sync once and suddenly be in the top 5?
No.
I was like, that's not fair.
So it wasn't really like a bracket, but it was like a whoever wins goes to the next one, and then whoever wins goes to the next one, to the next one, to the next one.
And I was going to say, because the fact that it tapered down that way, it was at least if it was, for instance, Silky, who went home third, she had to accomplish a lot in order to get back in.
She had to beat a lot of people. Although I would argue that she didn't have to beat a lot of people who are better than her. Because it's we both think that she went home too early this time. So it's they're not necessarily better than her. They just did better in this specific run of the competition.
So I've done a complete 180 with Silky. I just love her now. She was so funny.
So funny.
She was so entertaining.
She had such a good attitude too.
She was so good, and she's getting tons of praise. Apparently, she's made thousands of dollars last night, via Cash App and all that.
Oh, I believe it.
People were tipping, and it fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's great.
Get your coin.
There was, of course, there's always going to be opinions and stuff, and a lot of people were saying that she was only winning because of the stunts, and it's I'm gonna be honest, the stunts helped, but it's not like she wasn't lip sync. You know what I mean? It's she wasn't. The only one that I thought was a little bit suspect was the Jan. I actually do think Jan won that one going solely by the lip sync.
Sure.
However, you also, and it's not quote unquote fair, but at a certain point, the thrill of Silky's trajectory is also adding to, if each queen was sending the previous home, then of course Jan probably would have
Of course, yeah.
But once, Silky had 3 wins under her belt, it was woof.
Yeah.
And everybody was just really good.
Really good.
Even
Scarlet and Pandora, who are not amazing at lip syncs, were really good.
When Scarlet came out, you were like, can't she not dance? And I was like, well,
she's been working on it.
She learned something. Yeah. She looked so good.
That cat suit, ugh.
The wig, The padding, several of them had, like, the padding was so on point.
Mm-hmm.
And her fucking, when Rue asked if she was ready, and she, like, checked her tuck.
Yeah, amazing. Very funny.
I love her so much. She's just my queen. She was really bummed. I think
it hurt her feelings.
I think this is good for her. I think she's in a really great place. I think she was one of the queens that people didn't really remember or take all that seriously. Yeah. And I think her run here, even going sort of like halfway, I think it bodes well. She's the kind of person that I could see wearing out her welcome. And so it's like, I think it's how we talk about how sometimes winning isn't exactly the best move. I mean, other than the cash.
Well, of course. But that's the other thing, too, is, like, I think a lot of people forget that, like, just because the queen they like doesn't win a competition doesn't mean they're not excellent at the drag they do. Like, Scarlett is excellent at the drag she does.
And she's just gotten better.
Yeah.
Like, everything was so much better. This was such a good showing for her. In a way
the whole
that, like,
season, yeah.
Because I mentioned this earlier, but, like, Brooklyn from season 11 has said that she was glad she didn't win. Like,
really?
Yeah. She was like, I kind of feel like second, like, runner up is the best possible. Because she was like, if you win, then there will be an entire section of fans who are mad.
Oh, sure.
And she was like, but if you come in second or third,
yeah,
the most negativity is people who are mad you didn't win.
Sure.
Like,
okay. I mean,
so she was
fair.
like, it's a really solid place.
Yeah.
And
so yeah, second or third. I mean, make it to the finale, bitch. That's like all you need to do.
Because even like Pandora, she was there. She was a little mopey about this whole thing in a way that I think really seeped into her performance, especially towards the end.
Yeah.
And I was like, this was a great showing.
Good job, yeah.
Like, you did a really good job. It was so funny cutting back to them in the, like, workroom watching it.
Oh my God.
Kylie Sonique Love is my other.
She was like in it for this though. She was like enraptured by all of them, and Trinity was. Trinity was like, I'm mad about it, and I'm gonna let you know.
Because Kylie was like, "Is your name Eeyore?" Oh, it was funny.
Yeah.
She was not having it. Raja was so. Raja just looked like a Muppet watching.
She's still painted purple.
It was like Fraggle Rock was just sort of.
I mean, she looks amazing, but it was very funny. They like didn't let them untuck watching this whole thing. You know that had to take like 6 extra hours to set up everything.
No, it was already. These were all already filmed.
So you think they watched them straight
I think they watched
a
the presentation. Like, right. it was as long as what we saw.
Okay.
I mean, maybe they edited it tighter, but because that's another thing that I can't get, well, with the show in general, but especially with COVID, I can't get a finger on what the production schedule is.
Like how long they're there. Yeah.
Because time is passing because they're coming into, like, Trinity's coming into the workroom with facial hair.
Yeah. That
she did not have on the runway the day before.
So was Akira.
Yeah. So I'm wondering how many days, if they're filming like every third day, or in which case it's making me, because I think there's like another All Stars or like another, because you know how Rue just turns it out. I wonder if they were filming 2 shows at once.
Oh, maybe.
If they were like catty.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure. I mentioned Scarlett had said something about how they were in buses in the parking lot.
Yeah.
So just go through every single lip sync was incredible. When the weakest one is Focus by Ariana Grande, which we don't love that song, but it's a good lip sync song.
It's a good lip sync, but it's just the guy going, focus. And I'm just like, nah.
Well, it's Jamie Foxx.
Is it really? Yeah. Fuck me up.
It costs like a bunch of money. And apparently Ariana just doesn't like it. She didn't even put it on the album it was from.
I mean, it's not amazing. I mean, Ariana Grande has taste.
It was a good video, and it made for a good lip sync between 2 drag queens.
Of course. Yeah. That's
because that's another thing for Pandora. That song is very outside of her wheelhouse, and she did a good job.
She did a great job.
Serena versus Jiggly. We had In Vogue's Free Your Mind. One of the 3 greatest songs ever written.
Love that song. Love it. Free your mind.
Let's just play the music video at length. them walking down the cow. Oh, it's so good. We had Jiggly versus Silky. It was two fat bitches in leopard print. This is the one where Silky made the drink. Gagged.
From her top. Everything came out of her top.
Glass, ice, juice, and bottle of whiskey.
Yeah, hilarious.
And then while she was drinking it, kept lip syncing with a puppet hand.
Amazing.
Amazing. I think it was her best. The guitar was good.
The guitar was very good. Yeah.
Silky versus Yara, point of no return, expose.
Yeah.
Yara is so funny.
Yeah.
For my taste, a little bit goes a long way.
Yes.
She is the cilantro of the Drag Race.
So playing the guitar on her leg is funny in theory, but the way they were shooting her, it just looked like she had crabs or something.
I thought she was playing it on her pussy. But
or that.
It was funny at first, but then it just sort of looked like Rebel Wilson and Cats. Like it just
also,
sort of like I was waiting for her to start like scratching on the we had Silky versus Scarlet. That's one where I was like, Scarlet's padding was so good.
It was really good, yeah.
Song for the Lonely by Cher. So if Free Your Mind is like in the top 3, Song for the Lonely is in like the top 5. I love, that's the one that came out like after 9/11.
Was it?
And she's like, or I don't think it's Cher, because I don't think Cher runs. I can't remember. Someone's like running upstairs as like buildings are rebuilding. Oh. It was really interesting. I think it's Song for the Lonely. Now I'm second guessing.
No, not sure. We'll find out. He'll fact check it right here.
And this is the one where Silky was straight dancing.
Yeah.
Pirouette, sachet, like, all of it. Akira.
I kind of loved it. I kind of loved that she was like, nope, I'm good.
I think she graciously declined.
Yeah.
I kind of think that's fair. It's iconic.
It's super fair.
I am going to step out on a limb here and say that finishing things is not all it's cracked up to be.
Well, she did finish.
Sure.
Yeah.
But I'm saying there's no shame in quitting some things. If it ain't fun, don't do it. Go home. Take your shit. Go home and go to bed. Not everything needs to be seen through. I mean, you don't want to abandon people if they're like relying on you, but that whole like, I'm not a quitter. I'm going to see this through to the end.
Sure. You don't have to.
Some things
This is why will never win the Amazing Race.
Some things actually, I think it would be better for you to quit.
Sure.
Quit while you're ahead. But and then I'm like, did Silky know? Because then we got the Barbie Girl.
That was my favorite.
Was it?
That was absolutely my favorite. First of all, if all those other songs are in the top 5, Barbie Girl
number 7.
Barbie Girl is an extraordinary song. And the fact that she came out with like a veil over her to like hide it, because I did not realize that that's what was happening. And then she's like a dude on one side and a blonde chick on the other side, and she was singing the different parts of the song facing the different ways towards the judge. I mean, I can't. It was too good.
Is there gonna be like an Aqua Renaissance? Because
don't threaten me with a good time.
I agree with you, Barbie Girl, but only the true fans know Dr. Jones.
That one's pretty good too.
Dr. Jones is where it's at. It's so kitschy. Like it's beyond camp.
Yeah.
That it's like, it's the kind of thing that I'm like, they could just put that on the radio now.
Barbie Girl is just, it's got the same sort of effervescence as Steal My Sunshine. It's like they vibe on the same wavelength.
Oh, good. We did mention the Silky versus Jan.
Yeah.
You know, no jokes.
Heartbreaker by Pat Benatar. Unbelievable.
Michelle Visage was like transcending.
She was going hard for Since You've Been Gone too, which was, that was next. Yeah. But she was going hard on a couple of them.
It was this one, the Heartbreaker, was real stunty. Jan broke the stage. She
did.
headbanged her wig off into another wig that did not budge.
No, not even a little bit. She like fucking glued. She did a gorilla glue thing on that.
Too soon.
Not too soon. She's fine.
Too soon. And then Silky versus Eureka, Since You've Been Gone. It's gotta be Silky.
I mean, at this point, I feel like she won so many in a row that you can't just give it to Eureka. But although it just said four plus question mark queens remain, so by they both come back is where I'm at. 7 more episodes of Drag Race.
It'll be fine. This has been great. This has been absolutely bonkers.
Yeah.
Yeah, we loved it.
Yep. Super fun. Bye.
If you want to donate, if you want to, patreon.com. We keep threatening to do like a tip jar. That's apparently all the rage. Yeah, if you want to help us keep the lights on. Maybe I earned that intro.
Yeah.
This is the 3rd light bulb we've been through in 10 minutes.
Yeah, for sure.
Head on over to patreon.com/someonewatching the show. Or you can check out our website at someonewatching.com, where we have a backlog of all kinds of stuff. We were a podcast before we were a YouTube show. So we got tons of audio content.
Yep.
And we're covering other shows. We're covering all of the Ryan Murphy shows currently. So stay tuned. Watch the spot. Subscribe. We want subscribers and likes and all of that. And we love you.
Do it.